Hey, and welcome back to Rocco Wrecked, where I take a recipe and I tweak it around a little bit and we see if it rocks or if it wrecks. And today is all about cranberry. Did you have cranberry sauce at your Thanksgiving Day meal? I know I did, and I had some left over because not everybody likes cranberries. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a cocktail. So I took some vodka, I took 6 ounces of vodka and I put some cranberry sauce, about 3 tablespoons of cranberry sauce, and I put it in there overnight so that it could
infuse.
This was Jennifer's idea. So I had that there. I'm gonna take a shaker and I'm gonna fill it full of ice. And remember, ice is really important to your cocktail. So I'm gonna take this infused cranberry and I'm gonna just put it all in there. You know, I'm not gonna waste any time. And put it in there.
Make
shake
sure you
it
put
up.
it on real tight.
Alright.
And put it on. There.
Alright, see that? That's from a seasoned professional. Oh, it's cold. This copper shaker gets cold.
Try rinsing it with hot water. It's really
Dang,
hot.
that is really cold. Alright, so then I'm gonna pour some in our martini glasses. Alright, some of that comes through.
With a stream.
Yeah.
With a more like water one that's thin.
You know, I kind of like this. I like the color.
Yeah, the color's pretty. Kind of looks like watermelon with the seed, like the seeds.
Yeah. All right, I think that's just. Yep. And then we're gonna top it off with a little sparkling wine, not real champagne, because. Well, I could call it champagne because we're high budget here, but that looks really good so far. I'm like, I don't know what it's gonna taste like, but that looks good. Grab one, Jen, whatever color you'd like. And then Lauren. All right. Cheers to the holidays.
Cheers. Don't touch the
I know.
Oh.
Well, that'll knock you off your ass.
That's really good, people. I was like, all right, now you know what to do with all of your leftover cranberry sauce, because that's really good. Oh gosh.
I feel like this would be dangerous.
Mm.
It's kind of like a Cosmo.
It is very much like a Cosmo. It's delicious. Okay. All right. So we're also going to take our leftover cranberry sauce, and you take about 4 ounces of cream cheese and a cup of cranberry sauce, and you mix it together. The directions said not to incorporate it super well, but it is not very appetizing looking. But I did follow that. And then we're gonna take brioche bread, because we're making French toast sticks. And so you take your brioche bread and a rolling pin, and you flatten these out. See that, Lauren? Then, of course, it has you cut the edges off, and I'm like, that would be totally up to you. But it does look nicer with the edges cut off. So I'm just gonna cut the crusts off and make nice little rectangles.
You're gonna make breadcrumbs out of this?
Well, you know, because I am that guy. If you walk over there, Jennifer, you can get.
That's what I was wondering, if you were.
I am
drying
saving
them out.
the crust. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I have been saving the crust. If anything, it could go up. I could keep the cats in one day and put the crust out for the birds. stuffing. I don't know if I would save this for stuffing, but
Well, I
I
would.
might. But yeah, I have it saved. So then
I
I'm gonna roll them again, and then I'm gonna have. So then Jennifer and I just took some. And remember, just like the lasagna roll-ups, the trick is not to overfill them. And also on the last part of the edge that you're gonna roll it to, try not to put much there because when you roll it, it will push some of the filling towards that way. So if you don't fill up too much on there, then you won't have as much spillage, I guess. So then you just, again, you don't roll it tight. You just fold it over and just roll forward. And you can see some of that is going towards the edge there. And then I, of course, have some already made. And I'm putting the edge side down. They look really nice. Like you could eat them like that. I probably wouldn't recommend it, but you could eat them like that. So they look really nice. So it's just, it's just all rolled up. So we're going to, once Jennifer gets hers done, nice. And so you take 3 eggs and a little bit of milk and a little bit of vanilla. And then it called for cinnamon. Of course, I put pumpkin spice in there. So if you want to get some butter on there for me, Jen. So then I got the grill all heated up. So then you just roll these in the egg batter, and then you're just gonna add them to the pan. I'm gonna turn.
Do you want the butter on the whole side? Or
Yeah, you can just cover it in butter, because then I'll just put these all over.
I don't know why I even asked.
Yeah, why not, right? So just lightly roll them in the egg batter. Guess my hands are clean for all you people who
Mine are just kidding.
you just wash them. I saw you.
know.
So this goes pretty quick. I'm not going to ask you to do it, Jen, so you don't have to get your hands all gross.
Oh, you're too kind.
But you can be in charge of flipping them. So I would let them sit for a couple minutes. Again, I'm trying to put the edge down first so that gets cooked first so they don't unroll.
Right.
The recipe of the 3 eggs and the quarter of cream cheese, it's supposed to make 10 of these, but I think you could make more than 10. We're just making 8 here, and I'll probably make more
So you have
later.
plenty of the mixture.
Yeah, you have plenty, and that was just a cup of cranberry sauce and just a quarter. So if you buy a whole thing of cream cheese, that's 2. It's 8 ounces. So you're just splitting that into 4 ounces. So if you had a breakfast the next day, or for maybe Christmas morning or whatever, you could make these. I did try the mixture after I had made it. It was good. It didn't need any extra sugar or anything to it. I've got powdered sugar to sprinkle them with, and I do have some maple syrup for each one of us. If you really wanted to dip it in some maple syrup. So we will see how that goes. So we're just gonna enjoy our cocktail while Jennifer fries this up. It was really hot, so and I turned it down, so I'm gonna.
Turned it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh,
but
they're
I think it
cooking.
needs more.
They're cooking.
Oh, I can smell the pumpkin spice.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, it smells good.
Yeah, it does smell good.
So if you do anything with, like I thought of cranberries, like you could put the extra cranberries in muffins. if you were a muffin maker, you could put it in bread if you wanted to. You can mix it with some oil and vinegar and make a nice little vinaigrettes with the leftover cranberry sauce. So let me know if there's anything that you've used cranberries for. This was just something that I found, and the only real change I made was the pumpkin spice instead of the cinnamon, just to make it a little different. I did use brioche bread, and the recipe called for just white bread. And I'm like, we're not using white bread. We're gonna use something nicer than white bread. But they are cooking up nicely, so it'll be interesting to see. I'll give them a couple, just a little longer, just to brown up on each side. I didn't soak them really heavy in the egg. You just want to really just lightly get them coated. They're puffing up a little bit, which is kind of nice. Yeah.
Make sure all that egg is cooked.
Now, I'm not sure other than cranberries. See, cranberries and vodka, like people order cranberry and vodka all the time.
Right.
So I even thought about getting cranberry juice. And I'm like, well, that takes away from the point of using just the cranberries. So this turned out really well. Like, you could use it. We did mules the other day. So I suppose you could do this with a rum or even a vodka and put it in a mule cup with, I guess you could use cranberry juice, but I kind of like the sparkling wine in there. It like really adds to it. Oh, that one looks good. Yeah, that one looks good.
I'm trying to get them all on the sides, but you don't want to stick.
Yeah. I like a little burn on them.
Crispiness is
Yep.
always nice.
Yep.
Especially when it comes to French toast.
So imagine you could make these the night before if you wanted to, and then just throw them back on to reheat them. I suppose if you had an air fryer, you could make these ahead of time and stick them back in the air fryer to heat them up. I think you could make these ahead of time and put them in a baking dish, and you could throw them in the oven to heat them up. I think there's a lot you could do with this.
I have a little mini griddle that I just bought. I meant to buy a waffle maker, but I ordered a griddle on accident. And I'm wondering if you could roll the bread out, spread the cream cheese and cranberry sauce, and then put 2 pieces of bread and close the griddle.
Oh, sure.
It's kind of like, you know what I mean? And make a
Yeah.
little, what were those called that we used to make over the fire?
We used to have
The
those little
iron
pizza
irons.
irons.
Yeah. Something kind of similar
You should
to
bring
that.
We should
Do
totally
another
try
episode with
that little grill out.
Yeah, the kids were making all these little mini eggs, so we separated the yolk and the white, and then
Okay.
they used a syringe, like a medicine dropper,
Oh gosh.
and they made like little mini eggs on it.
All
It's
right.
sorting, kept them busy. Some of these I think we could take off.
Right. Just throw them on the plate.
I don't want them to burn.
We'll.
You think they're all?
Oh, flip that one and just
That
put the
one.
rest of them on, and then by
This
the
one's
time
a
you.
little softer there.
Why don't you throw them all on, and we'll give them a dusting of powdered sugar, and then if you could unplug that, and then I'll move the griddle.
Got it?
Yeah, let's just move it down this way. All right, so here we are. Those look pretty good.
Those look really good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give them a little dusting of powdered sugar. There we go. All right, and you have your maple syrup, if you want to use it. I'm gonna try my first bite. I am waiting a minute because
I know they're gonna be
I'm afraid they're too
super
hot. So take a sip of it. Take another sip if you like. And Lauren, where'd you? Oh, yours is over there. I can see another one in the future, really quick on these.
Oh.
Yeah. It's new. Guess what? It's new. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take one.
Yeah, we made it.
We made it to new.
I'm waiting for you to say how hot it is.
It's not hot.
It's not hot?
I mean, it's warm. That's pretty good. I maybe cooked a little bit longer.
Is the middle not that warm yet?
No, it's fine. It's just I like my French toast a little on the crispy side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
The bread is really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't use white bread.
Yeah.
So fancy.
Ooh, or like a rye bread. That would be gross. Or like a
sourdough.
Sourdough would be okay.
Oh.
Pumpernickel would be weird.
I feel
All
like
right, I'm gonna try with the maple syrup. It's real maple syrup.
I kind of like it better without the maple syrup.
Oh, I kind of like it.
I like it both ways.
Yeah. Yeah. These are really good.
They are really good.
So don't throw that cranberry sauce away. Now, I'm going to talk with my mouth full.
Dripping with soda.
I know, right?
Look at it.
That was really good. I used the cranberry sauce that is not the Jello kind, or I don't even know what they call that. That comes out in the big plop. You could probably use that, but I used the sauce that has the whole cranberry still in it. And when I was mixing up with the cream cheese, I did crush some of the whole cranberries that were in it. But if you have that kind, the Jello kind, I'm like, give it a try. I'm like, I think it would work fine in the drink. You're just not gonna have this nice little presentation of some of the whole bits like down on the bottom of it. I mean, it looks really nice. And it tastes delicious. Oh my gosh. It tastes so good. All right, so there you go. French toast sticks and cranberry martinis. Make sure that you like and share and comment. And I'll see you next week. See ya. Bye.
Bye.